Hi everybody, welcome to Jake's Showcase. I do videos on Wednesdays. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to quit drinking alcohol and drugs during holidays, party times, and strategies you can utilize in order to do it effectively. So basically, the reason I'm wearing this outfit right now, which is, it is right before Christmas holiday season, but it's sort of to indicate to you that we like to have fun too, even though you're sober and you want to, you need to engage with people and you enjoy it, right? So a lot of times during party times or times when people get together, like the Christmas holiday season, but there's so many different times that we have like parties that, you know, we like going. And how do you do it effectively? Well, what I find to be effective is, the first thing is like, you go to the party early, right? The reason I think that you go to the party early is because basically you're going to leave the party early, right? What will happen is most parties go from about, let's say 9 o'clock to about 2 a.m., right? And, you know, sometimes, you know, they can go later than that, but, you know, if you go early to the party, let's say around 9 o'clock or around 8:30, right, and you plan to stay till about maybe 10:30, right? You get to you know, engage and have fun with people before they start getting all drunk themselves and start being all slobbery, and you start to feel like uncomfortable, right? Because it's the uncomfortable moments that it's best for you to go, right? Because if people are just being drunk themselves, you're really not adding anything to the party, and really it's just making you feel bad. Another thing I find to be really effective is what do you drink, right? Now, what I drink, mostly every day is basically water, coffee, and milk, right? And I'll basically stick with that, even at a party. Usually it's water or coffee, right? Now, some people could say, oh, fruit juices or sodas, but I don't find those to be as good because there's a lot of sugars in it, and sometimes, even though the sugars can make you feel like hyper, and then you have music and you have these people and then you have the booze everywhere, right? And it's like, oh, okay, all right, well, at least for me, it doesn't really help. So I just sort of stick with what I normally drink. A lot of times people say don't go to parties or avoid them completely. And for people who are, members of groups and stuff like that, they might have their own parties, or maybe they'll go to a meeting, right? But I find that it's most effective to integrate into normal society as best as you possibly can, right? The key is to remember why you're sober, why you're getting sober, why you are sober, and why you want to stay sober. And that is that life's better when you are sober, right? And so just getting through that one moment at a time in order to, get to the next day is the key to effectively engaging in parties. One other thing I think it's important to remember is a lot of times when you're going to parties, you may be with people that you know from the past, and maybe you have some tattered relationships, or broken relationships, or mistrust, or stuff like that. And you have to be sensitive to that, right? And, so you're sort of feeling it out just like they're feeling you out, right? And, it's important for you to recognize the reality of usually a lot of the damages that you've done through your drinking or drug use, right? So, don't be surprised if people are a bit tentative around you, or if they're upset around you, because it's very, very, almost normal. But as time goes on, that will fade, right? People will start to recognize that, oh, wow, in fact, a lot of people will start to admire you, right? Because it is hard to quit drinking, and I've seen the statistic that only 3% of people who attempt to quit drinking or drugs within 1 year, they're 97% are using again, right? So if you're at all successful and able to get to get going on it, then sort of the respect for you grows. But most important is the respect you have for yourself, right? That respect that you have for yourself is sort of the catalyst that helps you sort of remember why you're getting sober. And even though everybody else gets to go out and party and go to dance clubs and all this stuff that you love to do too, right? You're doing a good job. And that's the key to remember. Remember, stick with it. No matter what, stay sober. Alright? That's what I recommend. Okay, please like my video below. Subscribe to my channel up above. I do my videos on Wednesdays. I hope you have a wonderful day. And don't you worry, it's all going to be okay. Thanks for watching.